You bring me comfort to my soul. You bring me comfort to my bring me comfort to my soul. You 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 bring me comfort to my soul. Bring me comfort to my soul. You bring me comfort to my soul. Such a high. You bring me comfort to my soul. You bring me comfort to my soul. Such a high. You bring me comfort to my soul. You bring me comfort to my soul. You bring me comfort to my soul. You bring me comfort to my soul.
I met you halo down. You gave me fever. No need to tell me all. Your eyes I always remember. I wrote you on and on. You never gave me an answer. Am I the only one? I didn't know it was over. Take care of you. Take care of you. Take care of you. I didn't know it was over. Take care of you.
Hello, hello. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Making sure everyone can hear us on the stream. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear us? I'll wait for a resounding yes in the chat before we get started for sure. But I'm sure you guys have noticed we have a very new and exciting face right beside me. I think on my right, my left. I'm not sure. We flipped this so many times during the green room that it's been hilarious. But we have Darius here today, and Darius is a very wonderful member of the Coix3 family. He's been very helpful with so many initiatives that we've had, everything ranging from Pomodono to even leading various initiatives in his own regard within the community. And we're just so happy and pleased to have him here today to share with us his experience with energy and all the exciting things we're going to be building today. But first, Darius, who are you? What do you believe in? What's your passion? Share all that good stuff with us.
Hey, yeah, thank you, Gonad. So, getting into become more involved with Coix3 has been kind of an experience for me, having working full-time during the day, but then also kind of doing things during the night. That has kind of made it so that I had to be a little more aware of, I would say, energy levels, and trying to figure out how do I fit, my job, which, I do software. And then how do I fit that into, different things that aren't necessarily related to that, but take energy to get through. So,
That makes a lot of sense. And I guess why this live stream's even happening is because, I've had this recurring conversation with so many members, and I think we had this conversation ourselves too, at least 5 times. It's when we're feeling low energy, when we're feeling like nothing's getting done, usually my go-to is frustration, right? I feel like I let myself down. I feel like, why am I like this? Why? I know I have 20 things to do, or maybe that's exaggerating, 10 things to do. Why am I only doing 2, right? And at least for me, it's very interesting in that regard. It's we don't even know why we have low energy. I don't think many of us have done that deep reflection to really figure out, hey, our energy levels here right now, what can bring up here, and what is the moment where we say stop energy. No matter how much I try to grind this anymore, my energy is not going to improve. It's not going to be enough to deal with this problem. Let's just do it another day. I am curious, Darius, what is your go-to answer to that right now, at least, when you start feeling low energy?
Yeah, no, I think I have a good answer, and then hopefully a better one is one is sometimes I just don't know. I'm just I know that I'm low energy. I have things to do. So I think honestly, I just I'll pick easy stuff. I'll be okay, I'm probably not going to do a lot, so maybe I'll just do some bit straightforward stuff. But I think sometimes it's but what if I could do something that is not something that takes less energy, but something that actually gives me more energy. So for that, I think honestly, it's been some reflections, just taking time to reflect on how I'm how I'm feeling and what my goals are for the day or what I have done. That's kind of been restorative as well.
That's really interesting. And guys, by the way, in the chat, feel free to share your experiences with energy and how you deal with it. We'd love to hear how you approach energy in your own lives, because obviously we are one sample size. The people we've been talking to are another sample size, but you guys live in the chat are a very valuable source of information, because it helps us build something that is not only relevant for me, for Darius, for our family, but also for you as well. So don't forget to post if you have ideas about what gives you energy, what takes away energy, and how do we deal with that, right? So I think one thing that is also important to mention here in the whole context of hey, how does energy play relation to what we want to do is, I think for me at least, the core of it is about understanding myself. And I think that's a lot about the whole be intentional aspects, right? All about being intentional, living an intentional life is about really knowing yourself and what triggers you, right? In the sense that like, what are your best carrots and what are your best sticks in a sense, right? What makes you do the things that you want to do, and what makes you stop doing the things that you want to do, right? And gamification is really interesting for that. I think games really help you do things that are normally really boring. I mean, like, if you think about it, what is Super Mario? You're pressing right, pressing A, you're pressing B, and you're pressing right, and you're pressing left sometimes, and then you're stopping from time to time. Like, literally, a game has trained you to do like the most repetitive, most boring actions, but they made it fun. They made it meaningful. They made it engaging. So for me, like, gamification has always been the answer to a lot of things that, at least in terms of like hacking my brain. I'd love to hear what you have to say, Darius, on this.
Yeah, I mean, I think like with gamification, actually, honestly, what it makes me think of is like I don't know, like in RPGs, there's like mana, and that's always like how much you're able to do in like a given situation. So honestly, I kind of think of that from a gamification perspective. Like, if I have some amount of energy, how much tasks does that allow me to do? And then to some extent, I could plan it ahead. I could be like, these days, I usually have pretty good energy, so you know what, I'm going to tackle this high level project or a task or something. And in that way, it's like my energy I'm using it to complete a spell, which is really just a task.
That's really interesting. So we're thinking about like a mana bar, right? And I think that's perfect because, like, there's many ways to replenish mana, but the best way to replenish mana is actually rest. And that actually is something I want to talk about here too, because at least for me, like, our recent updates with daily quests has been so incredibly motivating and engaging for me to hit that like 90% every single day. I have been like dismissing sleep in favor of getting things done, which I don't think is the right thing to do. Like, sure, I feel hella productive. I feel great because I can get up to 90% every day of completion of my daily quest. But in actual fact, am I being good to my body? Am I, for example, respecting my body in the way that I should, right? Keeping up my physical health, making sure I'm well rested. And am I even less productive perhaps because I am not at my 100%? Am I not at 8+ hours of sleep? Like, the sleep matters for you? Like, how does sleep play a role in your productivity?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, I find with myself, a lot of times, directly it's like attention and focus. So if I get like a lack of sleep, that kind of decreases my focus level. And so when I'm doing work or trying to get stuff done, I'm less likely to pay attention to like the details, maybe glossing over things because of, not having that energy. So I find that, like, if I want to do a good job, then I want to make sure I have sleep.
Makes a lot of sense. So I guess we can start planning this out a little bit. As you guys see on the screen above us, we have a little agenda section. We're going to be talking about the intro right now. We're going to be scoping out the problem, doing the solution planning. As I always mention, whenever you build something new, always start with why, then what, then how, and then the rest of the stream will be about solution building. I forgot to write that down. That's probably going to be like 1 hour plus, and that's going to be all good fun. Perfect. So I guess in the why section, it's interesting too. It's our, we talked about a bit, we planned this a little bit, we need a way to track our energy levels so that we are not surprised when we are unable to do the work we want to do in a given day. This is something that resonates deeply with me because I feel like crap when I'm not able to do all the work that I want to do, and I don't know why. I'm like, well, I said that I was going to do 5 things today. Normally I can do 5, so why today I can only do 2? And should I be okay with it? I think that's the main thing, is like, if I know the reason behind the madness, right? Why am I low energy? Then I expect myself to be more understanding of myself too when I am not at 100%. And I think that's like definitely a forgiveness that we need to give ourselves. And yeah, like I'd love to see you chime in as well.
yeah, it's like a little bit about, I mean, it's like self-love, but also, having respect for your boundaries as far as like, what are what are your limits? You can think of a million things you want to do, but realistically, there's only so much you can do in a day. Having a good awareness of your energy can really increase your, I guess, how aware you are of that. We've said that a couple of times now, but
No, I mean, like we're building it's repetition, right? We're building the true reason behind all this is awareness, and I think awareness is so important in so many ways. I think we don't ask ourselves enough why, what, and how questions, to be very honest. I think we can do more of that. And I think one thing that we might even discuss later on is like perhaps one of the potions to replenish our mana would be reflections, right? We drink a potion of clarity and then we're like, oh my god, information's in my brain. All of a sudden everything's so clear, right? I think that'd be pretty funny, actually. Yeah.
it's great to do.
Cool. Okay, so maybe you can tell us about the second point.
Yeah, so I think this one is like kind of going into, I guess, maybe a little meta here, but like, what is an example of something that is self-love or self-care? A lot of times you can find those things, things that contribute to your energy. But a big part of that is, being able to identify those actions. What are things that do replenish your energy, or what are things that take it away? And really, that's basically is just being able to ahead of time know that if you have these things to do, these things may whether one task depletes you more than say like another task. So really just increases your overall understanding.
That makes a lot of sense. So then I guess let's talk about what, right? What do we want to accomplish here? Like, what is going to be the outcome or the solution that we think that would benefit us in this way? I think that's at least we need some kind of like energy level tracker, right?
Yep.
On a daily basis. We need definitely a way to with like options to replenish, right?
Yep.
Setting the starting energy in the day. So when we first wake up, how much energy do we feel like we have, right? And obviously, so this capacity, right? Capacity, and this can change. Capacity can change. Capacity can be like, this is what I determined my capacity was at like 9 a.m. in the morning. But then as I reach like 12, I realized that a lot of things during my day actually helped me boost my energy level. And now it's more like, a 9 if we're doing like a 0 to 10 scale, right? And then all of a sudden at the end of the day, it becomes like a 3. Actually, how do you want to deal with that? Like if we change energy levels throughout the day, obviously that's because we have done things to replenish and done things to take away. So how would you make that into something that changes dynamically?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I mean, I was thinking if I were to like do this on a whiteboard, most likely I would take levels at different increments of time.
Yeah.
So like you just said, basically. But so maybe it could even just be literally measurements that you take throughout the day, and it can be a positive measurement, as in your energy is high, or it could be a negative measurement, and it's something that takes away your energy specifically.
You know what? I think this would be also really interesting in the fact that we could start determining how accurate are we in our first morning, like, evaluation of our energy. Let's call it that. Because like, I mean, for me, like when I wake up, I always feel like death. Like that's why I have a whole like loop plan that helps me get motivated for a day that involves, meditation, exercise, eating breakfast, getting that clarity for my day is super important to get me motivated, because otherwise I will, I just feel like crap once I get up. It's not like I feel amazing. So if I had to rate my energy at the very moment I wake up, I would say like 0 or even like -5. So I don't think I'm very honest with myself when I actually wake up and do my energy level. And I wonder when that most accurate moment would be. Would it be after I do my clarity, my reflections, my meditation, right? Would it be before that? When do you normally look into that?
Yeah, so I guess for like myself, I think it's usually after I complete something, or it's either after I complete something and I think, hey, I did good on this, or it could even be, it could be while I'm doing something and I realize that I'm not doing so well, or even like after the fact. So what was the example you had said again?
When I wake up, I feel crap. After meditation, I feel better. I'm more
Gotcha,
positive about my day, which directly translates to energy for me.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's good. So starting energy for a day, option to replenish. Obviously, we still need ways to automatically deduct energy when we plan tasks to do, right? Do you think energy gets deducted by our daily quest or only by our success plan if we wanted to measure it in such a way?
Yeah, it's tricky because technically part of your daily quest could increase it or decrease it depending on what it is that you're doing.
Right.
And then what was the second one? You had said the success plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say daily quest, I feel like maybe is more towards increasing energy, and then success plan is more, how many pomodoros. So you could use that to measure your success plan to an extent. Like how much of your success plan did you make progress on with so many pomodoros?
No, it totally makes sense. So like, let's say, when we get started for our day, we say, hey, my energy level is at like a 7. And we say that, okay, we have like, maybe we're crazy like Alyssa, and we say we have 13 pomodoros to do today. I'm like, oh my gosh, a lot of stuff to do. Do we really have enough energy to get through it all? And if not, what can we do about it, right? What are the mana potions that we're going to take? Which I think is super interesting. I mean, these could be anything, right? This is up to you. Maybe for you, it's meditation. Maybe for you, it's reflection. Maybe for you, it's, sleep. You take a nap, right? Like whatever you decide is your replenishing factor for your mana. I think that's super interesting. I think that's super cool. And you can definitely use that to help you replenish your energy levels for the day. And I think also the starting energy for me would also be reflective of how much sleep I got. I think that would be useful.
Ooh,
yeah. So how much sleep I got throughout the night is going to be super helpful here. And we're getting a lot of interesting comments from the chat too. Anne says, I think we deduct when we realize what we wanted to do against what we can do. I still think that's a bit of a reflection angle though, right? It's something that happens after the fact, where I think what we're trying to figure out is like in the moment, right? How can we move around? Because for example, we're not really scheduling things out. At least I'm not. I don't know about Darius or maybe you guys. I'm not scheduling things out to do at exact times during the day anymore. I think it's a bit too much, because the second I miss it by a minute, I feel really bad already. And I don't want that kind of feeling. It sucks. So I think definitely, for me, it's almost like, these are all the things I want to get done throughout the day in certain time blocks. And maybe we can use the time blocks as a thing. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Maybe at the end of each time block, we reflect. Okay. So waking up, end of time blocks, breaks, really whenever you want, right? But we want to decide on a few to start off with. Cool. I think we have enough whats. One more what, sorry. One more thing is, we want a incentive to sleep. And for me, the incentive to sleep comes with a rest bonus. So if we sleep, if we sleep well at night, we should get a badge and multiplier for experience points earned the next day. So we feel like we have a reward. Anything else you'd add here for the what?
Yeah, no. Let's see. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I was we kind of talked about it earlier, but like maybe so that your sleep will directly tie into how much energy you maybe start on the next day. So it could be that multiplier could even just affect to your starting energy.
Oh, I'm sure.
So like if you get, I don't know, you meet 100% of your sleep goal, then that gives you like 110% energy the next day. Whereas if you didn't get full of it, you don't get a full 100. You get like slightly less energy to start with.
So we're benchmarking.
Yep.
Benchmarking against your own, I guess. How do you say this? Benchmarking against your own standards or goals.
Yeah, target or like sleep goal. Yep.
Target is better. Okay, cool. Let's go into the how, and I think at this point let's switch camera views so people can see more of our screen. We have a lot typed up now, so thing right here. Cool. So let's talk about the how. How are we going to build this? Darius, do you have any ideas? Is it going to be a separate database? Are we building it within daily quest? What's your ideas here?
Everything. Okay, so I think for this we could probably the energy itself could be in a separate database, and then maybe we have it do a lookup into a daily quest, or look up our relation.
Okay, so we have a separate database. Oh, let's call it database. Sorry, can you say again? Energy level?
Yep, energy level. Yep.
And then it has relations into the daily quest. So it's on a daily basis.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. What else would be here?
I'm thinking there's also the potions. So we have to figure out how do the potions incorporate into this. So how do things? I mean, I guess that could be the energy levels itself, or that could be something separate.
Would the potions be in the item shop? Would you be able to buy a potion? No, right? It should be something organic. Like you have to do something for it.
Right.
I'm thinking actually, this is really interesting. Like I've been thinking about this problem for so long, and I've always tried to figure out the best way to do this. I'm envisioning that there is a separate database. It looks up and it relates into the daily quest. Daily quest then would then pick out an energy level every single day, right? I'd say that today is a 10, for example. And then the lookup would look up into the energy and then say, what does a 10 mean? Interesting. Well, either way, we'll figure this out. So we need, but definitely another database for energy replenishing. I know. Okay, I get it, because the database for energy depleting items is basically the success plan, right? So we don't need to make a new one. But then the energy replenishing items, we don't have that yet. So this needs to be like, what would you call this section of our space? Like the clarity corner.
Right.
What would you say here?
Yeah. So again, this kind of brings me back to I'm trying to think of variations of self-care, or I'm thinking restorative.
What would you call the mana? Like, there's always this fountain of something, right, in games. And if we try to keep the game analogy, just keep this fun for ourselves. Like, what is that?
Sure.
Fountain of rejuvenation? I don't know.
Let's do it for now.
Yeah, fountain of rejuvenation. Sure. So that's one of our databases. So 3 databases already, and I think at some point we might like consolidate. But for now, that's pretty good. And then we also obviously have a database for badges, and then we can talk about that. Actually, let's do badges first, because I think badges for me, like that one's easy. So we can start from there, and then that'll give us like a good starting point on how we can, I guess, in a way, build out this intense implementation.
Yeah.
It is going to be pretty intense. I'm pretty excited. Okay, let me switch screens real quick so I can go into our success plan. So let's go into here, toolbox. Let's go super package, and then I'm gonna edit it from here. So let me open a new tab. Perfect. And I see a lot of chat in the in the conversation. You want to slap philosophy all over the place? I mean, honestly, philosophy is a good place to start. I mean, don't hesitate, because there's a lot of philosophical things that we're doing. We're just using different names for it, really. I mean, I think there's nothing really new under the sun. It's just new ways of presenting items, presenting information. And for me, like, gamification is putting context that we are somehow familiar with because it has been presented to us in such a nice and engaging way, and making it into something that we can understand even on a fundamental level really easily. So I like that a lot. I think that's like amazing. I think that's a hallmark of what technology can do for us. So I like that. Cool. So I'm coming into the gamification project right now just to open up the database here that has the bit about the badges. So I'm going to go into there. I'm lagging just a little bit. Let me know if my screen starts becoming really blurry. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But let's go into badges. Awesome. So this is also going to be a good chance for me to explain how badges work. And Darius, have you had any experience building badges as well for yourself? Just want to ask.
Just a little bit. I think it was maybe on an older template, but yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I'm just gonna find one that has like a that's useful, because some of them we've already used before. So we don't want to do a week of reflections in a row. We want to do a day, right? We want this to happen every single day. So this is gonna be it's not a once off. It is a streak, but a streak of a single day, basically. I think for this one, it would be almost similar to the daily quest, but instead focusing only on sleeping. So let's do that. So I'm going to duplicate this, right click, duplicate. Now we have a copy of complete daily quest. We're going to click on this, open it up. I'm going to open it up as a page so I don't see everything else that's happening on this gamification project page. Otherwise, it's just going to be super laggy. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. We're going to call this one, let's see, sleep well. I was gonna say sleep adequate hours, but like, what's a better way of saying that, Darius? What do you think?
My joke answer was getting the Z's in, but like
I love it. No, please.
Yeah.
Getting what?
Getting the Z's in. Yep. C for life.
How would you do it?
Yes.
Like that.
I was reading the chat. Yes. Yeah, there you go.
All right, cool. How do we earn this, right? We're going to be actually it's a maintain. It's not even a streak, it's a maintain. Cool. We're going to be sleep more than X hours yesterday. Hey Michael, good to see you there as well. Dean has a really good one. What about seed for life? I like that. That's good. Okay. Sleep more than X hours yesterday. X you define by yourself, so you determine what X is. We're going to do relevant tasks for a 25-minute task. That's perfect. We're going to be looking at a new lookup property. The relevant character here would be not the pets, but for you, because it's not about pets now. This is going to be about you. The pets one was the interesting one, where if you didn't finish all your daily quests, your pets would unfortunately be sleeping, or as Alex likes to say, dead. Yeah, so this one's more about you. So let's add that to yourself. This is going to be about your avatar. I like Alice's one as well, getting the Z's in. I like it, and getting the Z's in.
Yes,
That's nice.
yes.
Okay.
That was what I had said originally. So that works.
Oh, I typed it wrong. Oh, you didn't tell me. All right, okay, let me change that.
No worries.
Okay, and I am lagging really hard. Let's see. I think single-handedly we have like caused Notion servers to like overload. Like with our templates, we have like used their formulas in a whole new way that they've never seen before. Thankfully, it doesn't affect any of the day-to-day work. But like when you're like going in and like changing things in the back end, oh my gosh, like things are just laggy to no end. Hopefully someday this will load. Perfect. Okay, cool. So basically what happens is because we're having a relation to relevant tags, we can now go into the relevant tags and pull out information that's meaningful to having this template work. And again, you guys should build together with us so that you can also learn how this works. I think it's a really important tool to know how to build your system, to know how to modify it, to know how to use it. So please build with us. Getting the Z's in. I like that. Perfect. I'm going to go inside our gamification tags now, which is now having this 25-minute task. We're going to open this up and you'll see that we pass in a lot of variables, right? And what we want to pass in actually is going to be, oh, this is CO. That's the wrong person. I want to go to 25-minute task YA because that's our demo data. So we go into here and then we're going down into the part where we can pull out information. So when we pull out information, what do we want to know? Well, we have one already that says if daily quest was done exercised yesterday. We have one where it says it was over 70% yesterday. We're just gonna use these again so we don't have to redo so much work. We're gonna duplicate this one. We're gonna see YA. So instead of daily quest, instead of complete over 70%, we're going to be saying that slept well, sleep. And then we're gonna roll up only the sleep section because I think we already have sleep here. So let's search for sleep time. Perfect. And what we're going to do is we're going to be showing, oh, interesting. So we now need to go into daily quests and I'll show you why this is necessary. And I think I should not have pressed it there, but it's okay. It's gonna lag me a little bit. But basically I'm going to go into the daily quest database and I'm going to, just for example, let's do today, which for me is the 21st, but for you guys is the 20th. And we're going to go into the sleep time thing. So what happens is right now, if we just roll up sleep time, it will just show us all the sleep times that we've ever done ever, right? But what we actually want to do is we want to add a new property here. So I'm going to duplicate this. And we're going to call this like, did we sleep well? And we're going to make this into a formula. So for this formula, we're going to be saying that, so what is good sleep? I think the general consensus is 8 hours, right? 8 hours, I think nobody can dispute that is good sleep. Do we agree, Darius?
I think it's a good target. Yeah.
Okay. Is that realistic though?
I think it also is going to depend on the individual because like some people do need maybe more or less sleep depending on their situation.
That's very true. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, don't hesitate to cut it anytime. Yeah. No worries. So basically we'll say if property sleep time is over 8, right? Then we say,
Yep.
Then we say slept well. Yeah, slept well. Otherwise, we show blank. Okay. Over or equals to 8. So you can see easily able to change, right? If you think 6 is better, if you think 10 is better, maybe you're a crazy person, you sleep 12. I don't know. Whatever you want, right? You can say that would be something that would help you out. And let's also do some Z's. So sleep. Slept well. So just as an example, it'll be like if I said my sleep time was 7, nothing would happen. If I set my sleep time was 9, I slept well. Simple as that, right? Super cool. But what happens here is now I need to look that up. So I have a one like this. Instead of sleep time, I'm going to look up the slept well. Okay, and actually, one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to make 2 different properties, and now we can go crazy with properties just because like we can. Before we couldn't do it like that because we couldn't hide the properties, but now since we can, I'm just going to do some extra properties that I normally wouldn't do if I wasn't like that. But anyway, so this is for badge. Let me just check my nomenclature here, or my I did badge. Okay, so like that. Let's do badge. Slept well yesterday. So we're gonna make this into a formula, and I'm going to say, and I'm just gonna copy some. Again, I like just taking my previous work because I think it's really good to just use your existing work. So if I did this, and I'm not gonna make this math, instead I'm gonna say if larger equals to, I'm gonna do it right here. Okay, the larger equals to prop sleep time, and then we say is over 8. So then we slept well today, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, so simple as that. So the math there works out, and perfect. So now I'm gonna drag this down into this section here so we can just have it all bunched up. We're also going to customize this page. I just do this. I'm gonna right click these 6 dots. I'm going to hide the property so we don't have to see it. And then if we go back to gamification tags, instead of showing that text field, which is, as you can see, very ugly, instead we can show the badge. So slept well yesterday, and then we're going to sum it up. Sum it up. Perfect. And now that we summed it up, we can see that now inside this daily quest, we have a slept well yesterday and a sum. Perfect. So I'm going to duplicate this now because I need to make this into a formula, because you can't roll up a roll up, unfortunately. We're going to get Notion to fix that. But basically now we have daily quest sleep, and we're going to put it here, daily quest sleep, and finally they have unique checking, so we're going to say this is a formula f formula, and then this is all it's going to do is just look up the other one. So ya daily quest, we have a lot of those. Oh, we have a lot of those still. Oh my god, where is it? Here, sleep. Okay, perfect. So that's all we're gonna do here. And then once we have that, now we have, oops, not click too many things. So now that we have 1 being passed on, we can go to getting the Z's in. It's so nice. It actually rolls right off the tongue. That's really nice. And then we're gonna duplicate this, and we're gonna say slept well, and we're gonna configure the roll up here, and we're gonna change this to slept, and this is gonna sum. Perfect.
Awesome.
So if that is a 1, then basically we want to say that this we've got this badge. So what we gotta do, we gotta edit this monstrous formula. But I'm gonna show you how to read it. It's actually super simple. You don't need to even worry about it. It's actually really, really easy. Okay, so follow along. Okay, follow along, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna say, we're going to copy the section. Again, I like using the section for the where is it? The daily quest completed. Do you see it? Where is it? Here, right? It's right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's right here. So all you have to do here, and again, I might be even rusty on this because I haven't done this in a while either. So let me just double check. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to, and I think it just needs to be at the end of the 2 brackets. Yeah, end of the 2 brackets. Perfect. Okay. So right here, I'm going to add a colon. I'm going to paste it again. And then I'm going to subtract, I think 2. No, 3. Nope, I gotta add 2. One of these guys. Like there's a really easy way. Once you find out exactly where you're copying and pasting, it gets so easy. So I'm trying to show you guys where exactly that's gonna be. Let me undo these things. Okay, let's take a look again here. Again, you don't need to be worried about formulas. Like I just want to teach you like how to read like a beginning and an end of a formula so that you guys can actually edit these kind of things. But let me just see. Darius, do you see where I'm looking at? I just basically need to duplicate one section here.
Yeah. Let me stare at it.
Okay, let me just reset this. Yeah. So we have the double bracket for this prop completes daily quest.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what's happening. It's because I need to stop here. The NA needs to be NA, I think. Let me try.
I think there might be an extra brace at the end.
Let's try again.
Okay. Double check.
Question mark. Okay.
Okay, I see.
This is the cycle, basically. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. And then you add a bracket at the end. I think that's the cycle. Does that kind of make sense?
A little bit, yeah. What is the so what we want is essentially are we chaining it off of an existing section?
An existing section is fine, yeah. Normally I do this in a notepad because it's easier to read. But for here, just because I'm doing it on stream, I'd rather do it here just to make sure. But anyway, starts with a colon, 2 question marks, 1 colon, okay? Starts with a colon, 2 question marks, 1 colon. So ends here. Yeah, it looks right. So basically what we need to do, I think we paste it like this, and then we add 1 at the end. Hey, simple as that.
Awesome.
Okay, so how this works is now we change this to getting the Z's in. Okay, and then we check if the property for slept well is over and above 1. Why is that not working? Slept well. Type mismatch. It's not. Is it a sum? That's why. Okay, you need to do it as sum. Otherwise, it doesn't show. It's not going to give you a number output. So we're going to paste that again in. So slept well is over to 1. Then we say achievement earned. Otherwise, we say how many more to go. It's going to be here, slept well. Perfect.
Nice.
So now we've earned this achievements, we've gotten the Z's in, and let's now change this cover. Let's add a sleeping person. Oh, actually, I have one to do. Anyway, we'll do it later. But just facepalm. Cool.
Nice.
Amazing, guys. So we have now this new badge called Getting the Z's In. And as you can see, if I go to our badges now, we can see that we've earned this badge, Getting the Z's In, very simply. And if we didn't sleep, so example, I went in here and I said that, hey, I didn't sleep well the other day. I had 5 hours of sleep. then instantly this badge will change. It'll become, one more to go. Simple as that. So now you have a badge that will reward you for actually getting in the sleep and also give you bonuses if you want experience points and that kind of thing. So really interesting stuff. Let's now get into the depth of it, which is the energy levels, which is, oh my gosh, so much stuff. So let's talk about that.
Sure.
Okay, so let's start off with a fresh page. I'm just gonna build it here for now, just so it's easy to build, and then we'll move it into our database later. And it's also easy for you to edit it too, Darius. So I want that to happen. So let's talk about the energy level. I'll do the relation, and then you can do the rest, I think. So we're gonna do a page in here. Let's make this into a table. Let's make this energy levels. And my thought process here was that, and you can let me know if I'm thinking on the right track as you are. I'm thinking that in the daily quest, basically I'll be able to, and let me just hide everything so it's not in my way. But in the daily quest, I'll be able to, when I wake up, I'll be able to choose like, hey, what is my energy level today? And then basically pick from a drop-down list, which is coming actually from this energy. So I was thinking that this actually is going to tell us how much energy we have. And this is where we pick it. And then as we decrease during the day, the decrease is happening on a local scale, if that makes sense. What do you think?
Where would the decrease be? That would be one of the other tables.
Like, would you want the decrease to happen in the master energy levels or in the daily quest? Because I think it's more suitable in daily quest so that we can even track like exactly in the daily quest. Like when we look back during the day, we'd be like, okay, our energy started here and then it decreased to here. If that makes sense. Like in our weekly reflection, our weekly review.
Right. So it would be like you're thinking like a single property on the daily quest, and that is an energy depletion.
But then like, why do we need a extra database for it then? Yeah,
we might be able to. Let's. I guess maybe let's just try something.
Let's try it out. Let's build it out. Right? Yeah. Can you help me 5 energy levels? And then however you want to design that, I'll do the relation to the daily quest. So relate. Let's do it. Let's call this one X daily quest so that you can easily identify X daily. Oh, actually, I need to move this database into. Okay, give me a second. You keep going, but I'm gonna move this table somewhere else, and I'm gonna link you to access. Give me a second. Otherwise, it can't read it. Let's see. I'm going to make a new page in my personal. I'm going to share it with Darius. Okay, perfect. Demo page. All right, Darius, I sent you to a new page. I'm just going to move this over there as well. So let me just cut and paste. And then energy levels goes here, and I can open it like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do the relation now, again, as I mentioned. Energy levels here. We're going to make a relation here over to X daily quest. Perfect. We have X daily quest here. And then now we can see this like so. I'm going to unname this X daily quest. We're going to now have a relational property here called energy. Amazing. It's at the bottom, so let's pull it to the top because we're selecting our energy for the day. um, today's energy. So this is where you choose your capacity, in my opinion. We would choose capacity, let's say 100. And then what happens? So my idea here would be we have a actual number here, so we can do math on it. So number will be 100. So this is our starting energy. And then basically, and let's do like a 50 and let's see how that plays out, and look at 25, right? 50, 25. So on November 21st, I started at 100% energy. I start good. And then if I go to here and I say that, okay, I'm going to now add a new property. Scroll all the way down. Oh my gosh. And I'm just going to move things close to each other so I can just do the math quickly. But basically my idea here is that we have a lookup property here. So a lookup property, a roll up, that's going to look up today's energy. And it's going to give me the starting energy. I'm going to show the original or sum just so it's math. Okay, so starting energy. And what do you think? You think that we now go down from here?
Yeah, so I guess it would be, I guess it depends on how we change it, really, whether we add it or we even decrease it. So I guess let's start with decreasing, going down.
Actually, you know what? Okay, so the reason why I wanted to put it here instead is because I want to be able to track it on a day-to-day basis, right? Like, not today, but I want to be able to go back in history and say, okay, this day I, did these many things and my energy started here, now it's here, and that helps my weekly reflection. As I mentioned, that's been awesome for me. I love my weekly reflection. But yeah, I also see the value of having a master energy table that keeps track of everything in this energy level table instead, so that I can have a new entry for each level I'm feeling. And then instead it relates, so this one can relate to our success plan too, and then see how many things finish up. I think that also might be really interesting. I think that's the way I would go for it, actually, Darius. I think that's what I'll go for it.
Okay, show me.
Yeah, I'll show up. No. I typed your name in accident. Someone fill out Dan. Dan, by the way, I think there's like a watch party happening on somewhere as well. If you want to watch together with other community members, feel free to join in there. I'm not sure where that's happening, but do that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm thinking of is, okay, maybe this is like, it doesn't matter. Like today, this is like, this is Nov 21st energy, right? And so basically I'm in my daily quest. I go in and I say Nov start at 20 energy. I make a new entry, right? I go in and it says my starting energy is 100%, right? Amazing. And basically this is the day, right? This is the energy. And I want to know deductions. So deductions. So I'm going to have a few interesting deductions, okay? So I'm going to have two deduction columns. The first deduction is going to be about success plan. So there's going to be a roll up. The second deduction is like, this is modifications. So during the day. So modifications, maybe we'll set 3 time zones, right? Maybe we say we check it at breakfast, or no, at lunch and dinner. Let's just do that.
Gotcha.
Lunch and dinner, but that's probably not the best thing to do, but we'll figure out better for time. Okay. So we can have a formula that says total energy. We're gonna make this into a formula, and then so basically what I'm thinking about here, right? So for example, if the success plan said I was going to deduct like 50 in energy today, right? This is just a plan and complete. I think we can have plan and complete as well. So planned. It's getting complicated. But anyway, we'll see. Planned deductions complete. So maybe actually we finished like 25 points. I don't know what points these are, but points worth, mana points, I guess, worth of this. And then modifications like lunch and dinner. It's like, okay, actually, you know, I said my starting energy was maybe 75, but my energy actually feels more like 100, or my energy now actually feels like less, like 50, right? And then I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. We'll talk about that. But the whole idea here is that now we have like starting energy plus deductions for success plan plus modifications for lunch plus modifications for dinner. So our remaining energy is like this. What do you think? Yep. And obviously we can make progress bars for everything. Yeah,
that works.
You think that would be pretty good, right? And then now we can have one more so this is cool. Now we have one more modification, right, for mana potions. Mana pots, right? And this will also be a roll up. This will become a roll up. So now we have another modification. It's coming together, actually. I like it. So this one's for mana pots. So plus prop mana pots. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the database structure really quickly, because now I'm starting to get like a really good understanding of what I want to do here. So basically we have like a master database called energy level that relates into the daily quest for to keep track of the day. We have relations into our success plan for energy depletion. We have a relations into, what did Dean call it? It's the seed, Yggdrasil? I don't remember.
Seed of life.
Seed of life for energy replenishing. Perfect. Yep. By the way, you're following, right? Like this is, I think this is pretty good.
A good start.
Okay, so let's start here and let's go back to the demo page. So I'm gonna make things. Oh, you made the energy regeneration? Perfect. I love it. I should let's see.
Yes, started it.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So instead of starting energy here, I'll probably configure this roll up to not to show the remaining energy, because that's what matters to me, right? I've like my energy now, like my remaining energy is here. So like how much energy do I have left for the day to tackle my things? I'm also going to open up now my success plan. And this is where it starts getting really interesting, guys, because I need to show you guys, I've been in love with the new like time blocking and everything, because it just makes it so much easier for me to see my day and see what I have to get done. And now on top of that, we can now talk about energy. I love it. This is gonna be amazing, guys. Let's go into the keep it simple dashboards. And we'll open it up here. Dan, I think the watch party is happening in Gilded. You can ask, I think Dean can help you out, or Alice can help you out if they're not having too much fun talking to each other. But yeah, maybe they can help. And Shukri asks, is it from a new update? Yeah, it's from a new update. We have a new update that's super cool. Ooh, I realized that I still have this filter for the sort. Let me just fix this really quickly so we can only show today. We don't need to show any other days. Let's do the sort. Sort. Show. I only want to show today, so let's only show one. Perfect. Okay, cool. So basically, what I was talking about here is the most amazing thing for me right now is being able to like drag this down into like the things I have to do, and being able to see like, okay, these are all the things I plan to do today, which is like super clear, super precise. Like it makes me able to focus on like, hey, which block am I going to do which thing? So what I want to do now is I want to open up any page, it doesn't really matter, and I want to also link it up to that energy levels. So let's now, and I should hide a lot of these properties as well. But let's now make a relation to energy levels. I think we called it energy.
Literally energy, yeah.
Interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is gonna be really cool. This is actually gonna be automated, which is gonna be really, really cool. Oh my god. Energy levels. Energy levels here. Okay. So basically, I'm still gonna put this at the top just so I can see it easier, but we're gonna move it later as well. But basically, what we need to do, guys, is we need to know that we worked on this today on November 20th. This has a direct effect on my November 20 energy, right? So this is what is important. This is what is needed to be kept track of. So what I can do here is I can add a filter to this that says anything dragged into this section is going to automatically have that for today. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to just copy all these things and move it up back into here so that it becomes this becomes clear. And what's going to happen is I'm going to filter, and I'm going to add a filter and say, and I want to say that the energy is today. And of course, you're going to have to change this every single day. And maybe we'll talk about how that this can be better. But for now, like energy contains November 20th energy, right? Which actually sounds like, pretty, it sounds funny. Anyway, so if I send this proposal to x86, I drag this to block number 1, immediately this will have November 20th energy slotted in. Now, what do we do in energy levels, right? Because now we have this November 20th. Okay, let's move this here and let's make these in line because I can read those better. So now that we have this November 20th energy on the success plan item, right? Now we need to find out what information is meaningful. What information is meaningful that within the success plan is going to make me know that how much energy that this is actually depleting for me. So how much energy you think each pommel should deplete? You let me know.
Yeah, I feel like with these, I mean, you could even base it off of the tags. So if it's like maybe how long it takes to complete it, although that might actually not work out if you start with 100 and then you do a 25-minute task and that's 25% of your energy for the day. So that doesn't work.
Would you like difficulty level? Is that good for you?
I think I would pick that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier.
Would impact and okay, but difficulty is difficulty. I mean, that's actually very clear. Yeah, no, I think difficulty is the best. Difficulty. Alice, I think some people were saying like you should start a watch party on Gilded based on the event. I don't know. You guys figure that out. I thought you guys normally have a watch party. But yeah, so a sum of the difficulty number. Oh, and this actually doesn't kick in anyways until it's actually complete. So that's really good. Okay, so do we want the planning part or do we want the what's important for us right now?
Not sure. What are you thinking as far as what's important right now?
Okay, I don't think the planning part matters to me yet because I think the planning part comes later. Yeah, the planning part of like how much energy this is actually going to deduct from me, like that could be like a later build because I'm imagining, like, just imagine for a second, right? It's like a shaded out bar. It's like this is the actual energy bar that I'm using. This shaded part is going to be like the things that I decide that I want to do, but like, oh my god, it's going to take me over for sure, right? Yep. That's really cool. Okay. I'm getting really excited because we're getting the part of the build where it actually makes sense. I'm so happy. So the deduction success plan. So we have the difficulty number. So how much each pommel? So each one should be deducting by 5 maybe or 10. Like, it doesn't really matter for now, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
and I need to negative it times negative 10. So for example, if I went to my make life simple and I said that, hey, I actually finished this, so I'm going to drag this down into my complete. Boom. That's one pommel finished. So let's check out this demo page. We have 1. So we deduct 5. Now our full remaining energy is at 40. And I'm going to say we had no modifications for lunch. We had no modifications for dinner. So we deducted 10. Why is that 10? Oh, so because we said it was 10. Okay. So then we have remaining energy is 65. Really interesting, because now what we can do, which is what I really want to do, is I want to copy this link database, and I'm going to go into this Make Life Simple dashboard, and maybe near the top or something, or actually it should be near like when we actually do our work, so probably near here. We're going to put in our energy bar. So we're going to create a link page, and we're going to make this into, do you think a table will be better? I think a table will be best, right?
Yeah.
So
what do we want to put in here?
I want this to be the remaining energy for today.
Gotcha.
So I can even, so this is November 20th energy, and I'm going to also add a date property here, so we can easily sort by date if we ever need to. So let's add a date property.
Yeah, I was seeing if there was already a date on the daily quest.
Oh, to roll
that
up the date?
Yeah, and automate it, yeah.
There is, but I found that it doesn't work. Do you find that it works? It doesn't actually show up as a date, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah. I think it only works if you like use that roll up in a formula. By itself, I don't think. Yeah, it may not.
Let me see. Earliest date, maybe?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If I show original, I don't think it's actually a date. We'll see, because it's not a calendar.
Yeah, if you do earliest date, that will make it a date. It doesn't show up as a date though. It just says like 11 hours ago.
Because I want to make it like, yeah, quest date. Oh no, it works.
Yep. Yeah, and then we could even add a property or a formula that does like quest date equals now. And then if that's true, then that means it's occurring today.
Dude, this also saves me so much work on other stuff too. You don't even know. Because like, for example, the My Network also has a date property, which I fill automatically, but now it could just be automatic. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So this will automatically show you today's date, which is super cool. So it's already filtering. But what I wanted to show you guys is, for example, right? So we set our starting, okay, let's make this look better. November 20 energy sounds really bad. Let's do something better. What's a better name for today?
Yeah, it's kind of, I hate when there's like tables like this, because honestly it doesn't really need a name, but we have to give it one.
Well, do you rather make this a gallery view? Because gallery views now we can remove the table name, apparently.
Okay, yeah, let's try it. Yeah, that would be cool.
Am I right? Yeah, you can take it away.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So starting energy, remaining energy. Do we need a date? I don't think we need a date, right?
No, not if it's for today.
Okay, let's make this large. Let's make this no preview. Oh no, we make no preview, then it doesn't work. Unless we do something like this, and then we take it out, and then we have, no, it looks still ugly. We tried. Table for now. Let's keep it simple. We'll work on it later. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but what I wanted to do here is I actually wanted to make this a progress bar. So like so battery bar. And this shouldn't take me too long, but I want to show the visual impact of this because I think it's really cool and quite interesting. So I'm going to take on this. I'm going to just do the slice part of it because I don't need anything else. and I'm going to take the percentage. So battery bar like this, and instead of reflection multiplier, we're going to change this to remaining energy. And then remaining energy, remaining energy, remaining energy. Okay, let's make this a percentage. Let's also make this a percentage. Actually, no. What am I doing? I'll just divide by 100.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I got to floor it. not literally.
That's good. Oh, but then it has to be out of starting energy, right?
Yeah, so a percentage proportion.
Prop starting energy.
There.
There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so guys, it's so cool. So let's say I start planning some stuff out, and I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. I know you won't be able to read anything, but the idea is that you don't really need to read this. I just want to show you like that this works. Basically, if okay, let me just drag a bunch of stuff in. So I'm gonna drag all these priorities in. So let's say that my first priority ends up happening in block 1. Our second priority happens in block 2. Our third priority happens in block 3, and we have a fourth priority in block 4 as well. Okay, so let me hide this part, and let's make sure that I can see this energy level a bit down here as well. Actually, let me just move this up maybe. How do I make it easy to see? Okay, doesn't matter. You guys can see up this up here, right? And then what happens here is like if I drag this, like let's say I scheduled a one-on-one dinner with my brother, whatever, right? I drag this down, boom, my energy level went down to 35 from 65%. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool, guys.
Nice.
Yeah. I think this kind of also doesn't make perfect sense though. We'll talk about that because I don't think like it happens linearly. It's a cool big start to the implementation, I'd say, but it's not exactly realistic. But we'll talk about that. So yeah, so if I undid that, it becomes 65. If I redo that, it becomes 35. Very, very cool. Let me finish the energy rejuvenation part as well, and then we can talk about like how we can make this more realistic. Yeah. Let's talk about energy rejuvenation. By the way, do you have any ideas still, or any additional ideas that I missed?
Oh yeah. I was thinking one, depending on how we format it. I mean, one could be like meditation, sleep. Yep.
Ooh, I can add the sleep thing to here now. So like sleep bonus. Let me do that here. Sleep bonus, because we already have the sleep property here. So
Yep.
So slept well, right? So we're gonna roll up this. We're gonna configure the roll up. We're gonna make this on daily. We're going to roll up on the sleep time, sleep well, right? We're going to sum it up. Nope. Slept. I need a badge. Yeah. So I'm gonna sum this up, and that becomes a number. And now I need a formula that says sleep bonus. So I'm going to, ooh, no, for the first time, this one is going to be by itself because it's, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Okay, so for the first time, this one is not going to be on the badge property, but it's actually going to be on the actual sleep time because I need to know exactly what the sleep time was. And then, or actually, let me just slept well. Okay, slept well. No. Sleep well. Okay. Oh my god. So I'm gonna say if slept well, it contains, and I don't remember what that was.
It's the little Z emoji or sleeping.
Yeah, maybe we just do the Z emoji. If it just contains a Z emoji, we're already good, right? I think that should be pretty simple. Yeah, so we just, if we have the Z emoji.
Yep, some advanced formulas.
Yeah, advanced formulas, guys, we're learning. Then we show a bonus 10 points, let's say, right? Or 20 points, depending on what sleep is good for you. Otherwise, we do 0.
Right.
Okay, so now we have sleep bonus now to also include. So remaining plus sleep bonus, prop sleep bonus. So for example now, right, I'm in this page, and then if you remember, guys, we had 65 here, right? So then if I go to here and I say that I am doing my well, I just opened it up, and let's say I slept for more than, so I slept for more than 8 hours, I slept well, then boom, if I stop lagging, this becomes 85, and now this breaks because I now went over. Oh, I should add to starting energy. It should add to starting energy.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
But then how do I indicate that that bit is like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I got it. Sorry, I think I got it. It would be prop starting energy. So format prop starting energy plus format, and then prop sleep bonus, like that. So now we know that we got that sleep bonus, right? And then we have just show, I'll rename these later on to be better, but the whole idea now is that now we have this one more that's going to be real starting energy, and then this would be a formula, and then this real starting energy would be starting energy plus sleep bonus, which then would reflect here. So this is real starting energy. Don't need to do the sleep bonus. And then here, I would also have one more place to change that. Let me open it up. We have real starting energy. We have starting energy. Battery bar needs to change. So divided by real starting energy. Yeah. And I think you would agree with me too that if I have any mana potions, it wouldn't change my starting energy. It's just adding on. It's like a modification. So that's a different category. That's a modification category, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool, guys. By the way, let me know in chat if you're following along. I know we're going like a mile a minute here, and that's my fault because I'm really excited. But do let me know if you ever get lost. Okay, we're here for you. Cool.
Yeah, like if the formulas make sense and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys have more options too. Like, let me know what rejuvenates your energy. I want to know what makes you feel more energetic, because that's super important. Like, we have our best ideas, but it's important for you guys to also share your best ideas, and I think that'd be super cool. So instead of starting energy here, we have this like this. Yeah, this is next level, Shukri. It is really next level. I think it's really cool. So like we have like, that's like our starting energy, that's our sleep bonus. Our remaining energy is 85. We don't need to show that because we have a bar. We can do like this now, like and then we can say we can even add percentages if we wanted to. So like add percentages. plus plus. Now this is just stupid optimization. But yeah, so like this becomes like here we have additional like 75 plus 20%. Goofing off. I see goofing off. That's okay. I actually had a question, and I asked you this before. Is that and this is a question for the crowd. When you watch TV or when you watch like movies, does that actually give you energy? Because like when I'm low energy, I'm like, okay, let's go watch like a TV show. And I'll do my work like an hour later or something like that. But I actually don't get energized after I watch movies or TVs. I don't know about you guys. I'm really curious. Like, does that give you energy? Do you feel like motivated to do the next thing, or do you just like, oh, I'm just gonna relax more on the couch because I'm already tired. I'm already here, you know? Yeah, that's just pretty interesting.
Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking it depends on like the movie, really, because like some of them, like if you have to think, then probably yeah, it takes energy. But if it's like nonsense, then yeah, maybe it's restorative.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Like a documentary.
Yeah, we'll figure this out. I mean, this is super interesting. I like Alice's. So Alice says, no, definitely not. Engaging entertainment viewing is more about wasting the rest of your energy when you can't use it for something productive. So it's not energy rejuvenating. It's like a negative potion. What are those toxic potions? It's like a very badly produced potion if we're using a game analogy. Yeah. What's a Lifetime movie? Like, just a forever movie? I don't know what that means.
Right, yeah.
Oh, just fun stuff. Oh, Christmas princess movies. All right. Got it. That makes a lot of sense. They use. Okay, so one interesting thing, guys, though, that we'll face with this is that oh nope, never mind. Doesn't work. Sorry, excuse me. Doesn't work with that. Okay. Darius, can you help me add cover photos for each one?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm going to so right beside here, I'm going to have this. I'm not chopping the trees up for experience points. I have nothing else to do. I like that. I like that a lot, Alice. That's really smart. That's really cool. Okay. So link database here. I'm gonna make this a gallery view. We're gonna make this super small. Properties, page cover. Going to make this small. We're going to make this small like this. We're gonna say we're gonna add a formula here that says recovery. We're gonna say recover. Oh, that's a potion. Test tube. Recovers. And then blank. Prop restoration. Format.
Right.
Okay. So we're gonna have this. Oh, I think that's really cool. Can you see my screen already? So basically, look at this.
Oh yeah, that looks super good.
All right. Okay. So basically, what we're gonna have here is. I like it a lot. Okay. So the whole idea here is that what I want to do is I also want to sort this by how much mana it recovers. So that we know, like, okay, if we really want to recover, we need to go nap like 30 minutes, right? But the interesting thing here would be, how do we drag it down to like a section that says like, this is what we redeemed today. So we redeemed today. And the issue with this, by the way, guys, is you can only redeem one at a time. So I don't know how to fix that right now, because like I can't do a multiplier, because if I do a multiplier, it will affect everything. Darius, you might have a better idea, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Like, if you did a multiplier, it would apply it to the total of all your energy rejuvenation instead of like an individual one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if. Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think like well, for now, I'm even gonna make it easier here. I'm gonna do an energy rejuvenation, so I don't have to do another filter and everything. Okay, but let's just see how it looks, and then we'll talk about realistic stuff, as I mentioned, like now after this is done. I love their new scroll bars. They look so sleek. Oh. Okay.
True.
Let's go into here and let's hide some properties, because I think it doesn't matter. Energy rejuvenation. So we have modifications for mana potions. So we're going to use this roll up, and this is gonna be a bit messy. We'll clean up the database a bit after. I don't think it's a big deal right now, but we're gonna sum it. All right, cool guys. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. So basically, it's like, oh no, I did a lot of work today. I scheduled this one-on-one dinner. That big thing's gonna blow my cap. But it's okay. I'm at 55% energy. And I'm like, okay, I need to recharge. Oh, let's do this. Let's call this recharge. And it's electricity. Okay, so I want to recharge. What do I do to recharge? Let's look at what I have. I can either be a goofball, I can reflect, I can meditate, I can nap 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's do some meditation. Boom. Instantly, my battery bar goes up by 10. I'm at 65% battery now. I love it.
Nice. It's coming together.
It's coming together, really. And then it's like, oh, I want to take a nice nap. I want to, get up to that 90%. Boom, right there. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. Instead of percentages, this should just really be a lightning bolt.
Yeah, no, that works, because what is the base metric here? It's whatever you think it is.
Yeah, and then this is sleep. So like, because now I can even make it so like, oh, where did that 20 come from? It was from sleep. Where did that 75 come from? It's my initial starting point, right?
Yeah, that looks good.
I like it a lot. Oh, that's already something. Okay, fine.
Right.
Cool. Okay, so let's talk about realism. Yeah. Oh, actually, let's do one more thing here. I want to filter out the ones that we already used, because obviously if we used it already, then it shouldn't show up in the list. I can't roll up a roll up, I believe. Let me just double check. I don't know if they changed that, but I'm pretty sure I can't roll up a roll up. Roll up. They used. Yeah, I can't roll up a roll up. So what I need to do is I want to get the dates thing as we did before as well. So I'm going to have a date F. Again, I'm just like, I name my things a lot better usually. Quest date. Perfect. And then here, now I can roll up that quest date.
Or date F, was that it?
Yeah. Thanks. And then now I can filter on that property, which I didn't rename yet. Any contain is. Oh no, it doesn't work.
But it's based on whether or not it has the relation. Maybe you just do a formula that's like relation is empty or not. Is that what you're thinking?
No, because it can't be empty, because then if it because we'll have multiple days here.
Right. Okay, fair. Yep.
Yeah. We'll have multiple days here. I wonder if I can. I wonder if it's just because I'm showing like this, and if I do like a date format, you know what I'm talking about, like a date format. Dates.
I've tried this many times. I don't think we can do it.
You don't think so? Like a format date doesn't work?
It just turns it. You could try it. I think it's gonna turn it into a string though, instead of a date. But let's see. Let's see.
You're probably right.
Oh, well, what is it that you want to do? Okay, yeah, let's try it. And then for the second parameter is the format for how you want the date to show.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that.
No, so you would do double quote, and then do like HH. Yeah, so do that, just surround it in double quotes. And what's the same type mismatch?
It's saying it's not a date.
Let's see.
No, it's fine. I get it. It doesn't work like that. It's totally fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. I think we'll just have to like manually do it. So basically what we'll have to do here is just manually, like if they use does not contain, and then you just pick it manually. You could do that. Yeah, it's not a huge deal. Okay. Cool. Darius, all yours. What would you change here? Now that we've built this behemoth of a energy level tracker, what's missing?
Well, there's the hard problem of the multiplier with the energy rejuvenation. So like also being able to pick multiple energy rejuvenation. So like what if you meditate twice in a day? Right? How this works, we can only do it once.
Maybe
I don't know
we
if
have
we can
like
solve
two
that.
meditation ones. Like that's how I solved it for item shop. Like I did like multiple like item shops, multiple of the same item basically.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. Actually, let's also go back into here too and say, okay, what did we accomplish here? Okay, let's do some checkboxes. Okay, so recapping, guys. We set the starting energy in the day. We did that. Perfect. Did we do levels at different increments in time? Yeah, we did that as well. Right?
Yep, the breakfast, lunch, dinner.
So actually, let's make that into this section here, right? Let's add that into here because I think that's good. So modification for breakfast, modification for lunch. You know, what changed, right?
Yep, it's good.
You know what? I can even make this smarter. So we can even put something like here. So
you want to add the modifications here, essentially?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, that could work. Yeah, we'll definitely, we probably don't want to show them if they're like 0.
Yeah, I have to do like if statements and stuff. But I'm looking for the corner angles things. I used to have it in like an older version of our setup.
Yeah, the Unicode.
Yeah, do you know how to find that easily? Yeah. Can you find that for me?
I'll look it up. Yeah. Okay.
So if sleep bonus prop sleep bonus, so if empty sleep bonus, so you guys are seeing like how I actually create all the formulas. It's not so easy, I mean, but it's not hard either, it's just tedious, I think. So sleep bonus is not, it's empty, then I show nothing, then I show nothing, otherwise I add this stuff.
Yeah, one way that I've been doing some of these as well is I use the concat function, and then basically for everything that needs to get smushed together, it's just a parameter to concat.
Oh,
And then
what
you
do
don't
you
use
mean?
and then you don't use the plus signs at all. Yeah.
Oh,
You know what
interesting.
I mean? Yeah.
Okay, how would
Yep.
you write this? Maybe you can write this then. How would you write this?
So you would take everything you already got, like you can keep most of it. And then wherever you see a plus sign, like an actual plus sign, not like a text, change that to a comma. So in the beginning, before
So it becomes
format,
easier to read, basically.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then and then you would just wrap it with concat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for now, let's make it easy.
Okay.
Actually, no. How about you? Can you edit it? Like, if you, because you have access to this, right? Can you edit it to
Yeah.
like also
Yeah.
add the lunch and dinner, and we can add like a emoji for that.
Yep.
So lunch would be like food. Maybe lunch is like ramen, and then dinner is like a dinner set.
All right. So I just changed it to concat.
Okay, I'm changing this to ramen. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice. So basically what we need are if statement. Okay, we need three things. If statements to say if sleep bonus is empty, then don't show it at all. If the lunch modification is empty, don't show it at all. If dinner modification is empty, don't show it at all. And then did you have a chance to find the Unicode thing? If not, I can find it.
Yep. No, I have it.
Okay.
Where do you?
Can you just replace the
where do you need
brackets
it?
with that Unicode thing?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Cool. And while you figure that
so-
one out, I'll go ahead and do other stuff. So how much sleep we got throughout the night, that's also now giving us some bonus points. Perfect. Options to replenish mana potions, we've done that. Perfect. Automatically deduct energy when we plan tasks to do. We haven't done that yet, actually. So let me talk about that. I think that's what we're missing here, and I would definitely say that I want to do that. Let me figure out how to do that, and then that'll be the last thing we do today. Honestly, guys, I think this is super cool already. We just need to figure out like the real use cases. I think we'll talk about that actually before we end off. Oh my god, that does not look good.
Yeah. I was about to ask, which can you describe the character again?
It's like what you have, but 90 degrees to the right.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. And then we're going to talk about, okay, so planning. So I want a formula, and I'm just talking to myself there, so you can go ahead. But for me, I want this to also show like a shade on like how much estimated I'm going to be doing. So what's going to be useful here is I want to actually go in here, and because there's already okay, so right now it's showing me difficulty number. I need to show, oh, very easy. Okay, I can do it. Very easy. I'm going to find this. deduction success plan, right? So right now I'm difficulty number. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to show. Oh, where'd it go? Duplicate. And then instead of difficulty number, I'm going to show difficulty level. And then I'm going to show original. Huh. I wonder then, does that make sense?
So Summit maybe?
No, because
That would be-
no, I like if it's already done, because this is showing even all the ones complete as well. Do I only want to
Right.
show the ones? Oh no, I can just subtract. Yeah. Okay. All difficulty. All difficulty.
Right.
And then did I overwrite your changes, by the way? I didn't, right? Or the starting?
No, yeah, it's fine. I changed it back to parentheses because I couldn't find the character.
Oh, okay.
Or at least
okay.
I'm not sure.
Sure. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, we can just use parentheses for now. I'll find it later. But do you mind helping me add the dinner one and the lunch one as well?
Yep. Let me do that.
Perfect. And
Yeah, sorry,
while you're
you
doing
did say that earlier.
that- no worries. And then while you're doing that, I'm gonna find deductions for our planning. So planning success plan. Oh no, okay. I'm gonna do that. This is for planned. We're gonna make this a formula, and this is going to be all difficulty. Sum. Can I sum it easily? How do I sum things easily? I think it's all text though. That's
Yeah, you'd
bad.
have to turn. You might be able to. Oh right.
I don't think I'm gonna do it here,
Yeah, I don't think you can.
but it's fine. I'll just, again, the beauty of hiding properties. Just go crazy. The beauty of hiding properties is that we can go crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna duplicate this. Difficulty number. Stock. And then we're just going to make this a formula. It's going to be difficulty to number. Actually, I think I can do it. Because it's just to number, right? Let me figure that out. Ah, it does work. Oh no, wait, it doesn't work. It just shows one. All right. Okay, so we have deductions times -10. So success planning, and then we're gonna make this into all difficulty minus all difficulty minus minus difficulty number, close bracket, times -10. That's not a number yet, so I don't have to do anything yet. I need to go into here. I have a difficulty number stock. And then here, I'm going to change this to difficulty number stock. And then we're going to sum it here. Guys, we're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. Don't worry. Amazing. Okay, so in my planning, I'm actually going to go down 150, which obviously is insane. So that's really good feedback for me, because now I can have a duplicate of the battery bar and says, if my plan is accurate, I'm actually going negative. So how do I symbolize that?
If it's so like a deficit.
Yeah. Like my idea was that I'd have the battery bar and then I'd have like a shaded area indicating like how much I was going to take away from this full battery, if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if I'm thinking the exact same thing, but maybe a different character. So instead of using the white box, it's a different box.
I was thinking that too. But right now my issue is actually if it's negative 150, I can't fix that.
Okay, so I guess like a complicated formula, you add another if essentially, so that if it's negative, it just shows a completely different thing. But then it would like double the size of it.
Yeah, okay. Well, for now, let's take this away. So then this isn't part of today's thing. So I'm going to take it away. Oh, actually, that doesn't work like that anymore. Okay, there's a minor tweak I have to do here too. It's like if I drag it up here, it also needs to clear out. Any
I'm getting some weird behavior with the formula editor.
Is it because I'm also editing? It might
Maybe,
be.
I don't know. Like backspace and it removes 3 things.
Let's take away this research essay. So if energy is empty, and then energy is empty. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Basically now it should say negative 50 in my planning. Perfect. So now I can show that this would deduct 50. And then instead of remaining energy, then I'm going to show planning. Planning. Oh, I have to subtract from the remaining actually. We'll figure this out. Okay, so I'm seeing negative 50. So that will be that, but I actually am going negative 50 from 90 from the remaining energy. If that makes sense.
I think so. I ended up doing that formula in Notepad.
Yeah, you have the luxury to do that. I can't. Okay, I got it. So this is gonna be what it takes out of my remaining energy. Oh, I like that even better. Because this is what it's gonna take out of my remaining energy. Like, so what I'm gonna be left with is planning minus remaining energy. Yeah, I'll be left with 40%. That's not working. Oh, pluses. Okay, cool. And then instead of these, do you want skulls?
There we go.
Skulls for now.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great.
Skulls. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Oh wait, that's wrong.
Interesting.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then out of skull. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see how that looks, guys. Oh my god, ew.
That means dead.
That's death. That's as actual death. Okay, guys. Well, anyway, that was fun. We can show that. Basically, the whole idea we have there was yeah, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Can I not? The skulls are horrible. The skulls are absolutely horrible. But yeah, we'll have a different color. We'll figure out the different color. Something's wrong here though. Something's wrong here. Oh, maybe it's just remaining energy here. Okay, the remainder part is going to be whatever 40 plus that one is, right? It's not division here, I think.
Right. So it takes what? So
Okay,
whatever you
showing
had.
4 boxes, which is right, but the rest of them should be 6. So how did I get to 6?
You already have a ceiling, right? I wasn't watching you make it, so I'm just kind of like catching up.
No problem. Okay, how this one works is I have the remaining energy divided by real starting energy times 10, right? Which makes that, or 10 minus that, sorry. Which
Yeah.
means that I have a ceiling at 100, whatever this is, or whatever. It's not 100, but like remaining energy divided by real starting energy. I think it's just subtract
Right.
or plus. Sorry, that's also wrong. Oh, it should be just starting energy, maybe?
What is planning again? That property?
Planning is like how much I plan to do today.
Right.
I have a feeling it's starting energy or real starting energy. That's also wrong. I'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal. But anyway, the main intention is there because we're over time. But the main intention is there. So basically, whenever I come up with, okay, let's start the whole story from the beginning. Actually, I think that's good. We start the whole story from the beginning. Actually, no, then let me fix this because it looks bad. If we take a quick look, it's planning divided by remaining energy, which gives us 40 because right now we have 50. Like if I open it up, let's open it up here actually. It'll be easier to see. So our planning set 50 and right now we're at 90 remaining energy. So 90 minus 50 is 40. I'll have 40 remaining energy at the end. That makes total sense.
Yep.
But 40 remaining energy, I still want to be out of the actual amount. So I think I'm right about this, is I just need the remaining energy divided by real starting energy. I think that's what I need in here. Now I have 5. Is that right? That's wrong. Oh, because it's only one left because it's assuming that. No, it's assuming that. So not remaining energy. I need whatever this output is. Planning minus remaining energy.
So instead of 10, planning minus remaining energy.
Sorry? There you go. Got it.
Nice.
Yeah. Whew. Math. I don't think anyone got that. I don't even think I got that. I just did it. Okay, guys, are you ready for the story? Okay, so let's reset everything. Let's reset everything. I'm actually really excited, guys. This is good work. And I think we'll have to test this, Darius, to see like if it actually works for us and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, let's add some more spaces into the pluses.
Yeah, if you can fix it, it's giving me a lot of trouble.
No problem. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So let's reset some things. So I'm dragging these ones up into here so that I'm undoing things today. And I'm going to drag these things up here. Okay, perfect. So what are we doing today? Why is it 130%? We'll figure this one out. Remaining energy, modifications. Oh, it's because we have restorations. It's because we have restorations.
All right. Interesting.
Makes perfect sense, guys. Makes perfect sense. We didn't screw up. Okay, cool. So you wake up in your day, right? You wake up, you do your morning reflections, your morning routines. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to also trigger your energy level. You're going to make a new energy level. So let's figure this out. Where is this? Today's energy. You're going to come in and you're like, okay, today, what is my what time to wake up and what's my energy looking like today? You make a new energy called November 20th energy. Easy, perfect. So when you make this November 20th energy, you're going to go ahead and you're going to just add your starting energy. So you're going to add your starting energy and let's hide everything else. I don't think you need anything else in here. So customize page, everything else you don't need to show at all. So I'm going to make starting energy be at the top and everything else just always hide. Always hide, always hide, always hide, always hide, always hide. And they need like a hide all button. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But someday we'll have good things. Always hide, always hide, always hide. It's okay, guys. The beauty about this is that we'll be able to show you everything. That's like you'll be able to take on this as we release the updates every single week, every single month rather. So don't worry about that. So then we hide. So we just say what our starting energy is. Perfect. So we state what our starting energy is, and then boom, now we can go through our day. And then we can see that our starting energy today is 95. Why? Because we start off with 75% energy, and we had 20 from sleeping well last night, which is really good. We're really happy about that. And then what we say is that here, okay, cool. So let's start planning out our day, right? So let's say that, I'm doing this today. I'm sending this proposal to XXX. I'm talking to family to get a pet. I'm doing I'm doing some kind of reflection. That one's a big one, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'm going to schedule a one-on-one call. So in my planning, I can see that after I do all that, realistically, I'm going to be at 25 energy. Oh my gosh, right? I'm okay with that. Okay, maybe I'm okay with that, right? So then I go and I start doing things. I start checking things off. Maybe I talk to my family, boom, and then instantly my bar drops from 95 to 65. Amazing. And maybe during lunchtime, I realize that, my energy is actually not that low today. I can bump it up by 10. Boom. I bump it up by 10. Now that I have a bit more energy, I have 75. Maybe by dinner, I realized that actually, no, today something really bad happened. I need this to go down a bit lot more. Goes down 25. Perfect. The planning bar is very bugged. We need to fix that. Anyway, for example, then let's say that I wanted to recharge myself. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'm at 50. I don't like that. I'm going to recharge. I'm going to nap for 30 minutes. Boom. I guess up to 75 again instantly. Okay, cool. Does that make sense, guys? Is there any other questions? Darius, do you have any comments? How do you want to end it off?
It was great. I'm glad we got the math right for most of it.
Yeah.
I think.
Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like my energy. I should need to have an energy one here for can do math. Yeah. But yeah, no, I feel like this is pretty good. I could see myself using it. I think as far as like, it's interesting looking at it from like a planning perspective and thinking how much can I actually do in like a given day. Yeah. It's almost like you're simulating it depending on how you do it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so that's an interesting perspective.
Yeah, I love it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, please help us out by giving us a like, comment, subscribe, all those good stuff. If you want to do cool builds like this, we always do fun things over in the Coast3 family. You can find that at code-x3.com. You can join us there. And as always, have a wonderful weekend. We'll be working on this more, as you guys know, like there's some small like formula tweaks or some bugs to fix, but the idea is here. We now have an energy level tracker, energy rejuvenation tracker. Darius and I are going to be testing this out extensively over the next few weeks before our full release of our templates on the first week of every month. So you'll be certain that by the time it gets to your hands, if you don't want to build it, you could definitely build it live just by following this and tweak it yourself. But for sure, by that time, you'll also have the perfect coffee as well. That's tried, tested, and true. Thank you so much, Darius, for joining me today. You've been a wonderful co-host, a wonderful guest. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and hope everyone else has a great rest of their weekend. Please take care, guys.